Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. First pitch moments away. And on the mound in this one, number 48. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, he's putting together a really nice season on the mound. ERA in the low threes. Very respectable when you consider guys are looking to do damage. They're not trying to just walk and hit singles. They're trying to hit homers and draw walks and score runs. So when you have a guy that can limit the other team from scoring more than a few runs, that's really tough to beat game in and game out.
Shepard stands in now, looks at that one inside. Wouldn't chase that time. And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. And a pitch. That one fouled off. Three-two now. Got him swinging.
Well, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base pass. It's not just the pitcher. It's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
And a pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong pulls it in on the run. Here's a Pirates lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And a foul ball.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
2 down, nobody on. And there's a ball.
Ooh, here's a guy at the plate. I'm expecting to have a good game. He always seems to play better in road games.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a good eye there.
It's a good take.
2 outs, base is empty. In the air, right side. And that is a foul ball. And here it comes. Just misses with that one.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And he walked him.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Here's O'Neal Cruz. Inside, just missed. Two outs. So 2 balls and no strikes
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Throw to first, and he's back in there. Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Edge in his zone for a strike, and the count is 2-2.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Back to work, 3-2 now. And that's ball 4.
2 walks in the first has to be some cause for concern. I mean, you're talking about a guy you want to pitch deep into the ball game. It's not going to help with the pitch count right there. They can't afford to hand out free bases at this rate.
And here is C.J. Cron. And a foul ball. That one in triple digits.
Wow, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
2 on, 2 outs.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Ball 2.
And another ball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Pirates strand a couple. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here at Wrigley Field, and today's starter, Mitch Keller. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout per inning type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. A lot more guys striking out today, but when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you need it, a man on third, less than 2 outs, situations where, yeah, maybe you're not a real high strikeout guy, but just knowing you have the swing and miss stuff in a big spot, I think it's real critical, and he's got it.
Dansby Swanson in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Keller, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next offering is down low. And that one fouled off. Righty delivers. That's in for a strike on the outside corner. 2-2. Looking for the K. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expanded a little bit with 2 strikes.
Ian Happ up to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. No hits over his last 5 games.
And first offering is fouled off. One out, base is empty. Line drive, base hit.
Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap, and I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock.
So, man aboard. Here's Nico Hoerner. 2 hits and 5 at bats yesterday.
0-1.
Just missed. And the 1-0. And a strike on the outside edge.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch is devastating.
High chopper to third, and that chance handled. 1 on to Crone. It's a double play. Second inning coming up here at Wrigley. No score. Back here at the friendly confines. New inning getting started. Here's the catcher, Henry Davis. And he deals. Swinging a foul straight back. Davis, an all-star a season ago, batting 6th in today's lineup. A former first-round pick in 2021. The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
And that one clips the corner. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
Wouldn't chase that time. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
That one down the line. Tossed to Slater. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Stone Garrett digs in now.
He's struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
In there for strike 1. No score here in the second. And that's outside. Just missed. The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. One down, base is empty. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
The third baseman.
One gone runner at first. Here's the third baseman. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Now move to first. And he dives back in safely. Just missed. Garrett over at first with 1 away. At the belt and fires. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And 2 away now.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now here is Mitch Keller. And first offering is fouled off. Here comes a pitch. Foul ball. Kicks and fires. And that's off the inside edge. And the count 1-2. And the right-hander deals. And that just misses. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Third out, and that ends the frame. Pirates leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, Christopher Morel. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Foul ball there. There's a strike at the knees.
0-2 with the count.
Got him. And that's the first out. Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
And next for the Cubs, Kevin Alcantara. Fought off foul. That one missed. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Well, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Next pitch is outside. Kicks and deals. In the air, out towards left center, and that will fall. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Man at first with 1 gone. Austin Slater now at the plate.
Ball,
that's
out.
off the mark, and it's 1-0. Man at first, 1 away. Maybe a 2 ball, 5. Wide throw, and it gets away. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. One down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there are certain times the ball comes off the bat.
Line drive. Nice grab.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
This is Anthony Siegler.
How many times have we seen an early at-bat change the course of a game? It happens every night in baseball, and maybe it happens again here.
And fouled off. And a pitch. Good eye in that spot.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Corners are occupied with 2 down. Pickoff throw. Slater back in standing. And he chases that one. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline. We can see it right there. And sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Top half of the 3rd inning, and now Shepard. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris. Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul. Now you see even sluggers from time to time try and use the bunt really as a way to beat the shift. Swing, and that ball smashed down the line. That's a hit.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. Fouled off. He was late. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. There's a ball. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if he can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
That's in there. Going to count 1-2.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Up the middle, corner, and one away in the top of the 3rd.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to 3rd, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at bat.
Ryan Reynolds here, walked his first time. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Well, hit the other way. That one going back and foul. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens.
Right through there for a strike.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Gathers and throws to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Worked a walk at his first trip to the plate. The shortstop takes the ball.
Ball one, no strike.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Rips one to right. Fair ball. Around first and hustling for second. He's there. It's a 2-out double.
These hitters today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, C.J. Cron. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Man at second. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a pitch. Fouls one off. 2-2. And he grounds one back up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he beats it. That's a hit. Great try there. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Henry Davis. 0 for 1 so far. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. The 0-1. And that one fouled off. Traffic on the bases with 1 already in. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And that's downstairs and outside. One and 2 here. Out towards right center field. Alcantara under it. And that's the 3rd out. 2 men left stranded, but they do push across 1. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Pirates 1 and the Cubs nothing. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And now the pitcher, number 48. The pitch. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Popped up. One up, one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
So the batting order turns over. And now the shortstop, Dansby Swanson. Led off the game with a strikeout. On the outside corner. And it's 0-1.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Out towards left center. Tracks it down for the out. 2 away down.
The left fielder, number 8.
Ian Happ, the next Cub to hit.
As a batter, he's known for performing better in these night games. He might start 2 for 2 in this one.
And that's outside. Ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hit.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They trail here 1-0. Here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Stone Garrett. Here the right-hander back to work. Right side, hard hit. In plenty of time to first. And a quick out, number 1.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Down the third baseman. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And he can't make the play. Mitch Keller, the next to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Squares, pushes at it, misses it. It's a strike. It's 0-1. Gets the bunt down the right side. He steps on the bag, out on the sac bunt.
There was a time where that sac bunt was just ho-hum, very basic, but is increasingly difficult as it's become to get bunts down in the big leagues. Nice job right there.
Back to the top of the lineup. Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. Outside corner, there's a strike. Bounced out to short. The throw to first, and that is the inning. So 1 left for Pittsburgh, but they still lead it 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 4th, so up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Keller back to work. Fastball for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball. You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
The pitch. Missed inside with the curve. The 2-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Not even close there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And the righty deals. Got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Really good battle right there, and that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Now the Cubs 4-hole hitter, Christopher Morel. And that one is inside. The Pirates up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Fastball for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a curve misses outside.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Alcantara in the box now. Takes strike 1. Tying run is at first. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. On the ground. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing.
Up next to the Cubs, the first baseman.
First and second, 1 out. And here's the first baseman, Austin Slater. 0-1.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. Morel on second. Alcantara at first. 1 gone. Next pitch misses way outside. Righty delivers.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Roansy Contreras gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Two on, one out. Right side. McCutchen after it. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he's up to third safely with two gone.
Up next for the Cubs, the 17th.
And up next for Chicago, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss. 0-1. Runners on first and third, two away. That one out to right. McCutchen has it sized up. And that's the inning. Cubs strand a couple. And it remains 1-0. Ready now for the fifth inning. And now it's Andrew McCutchen.
Leading off for Pittsburgh, the right fielder, Andrew.
The wind of the pitch.
McCutchen.
McCutchen, over 1,000 runs batted in his career. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Thompson also throwing. And there's a foul ball. Next offering misses. Now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right-hander kick steals. Bounced up the middle. Swanson gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Up next for the Pirates, Brian Reynolds. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. That one fouled off. Next offering is in the dirt. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate, and people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
O'Neal Cruz will hit next. And ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. Next pitch is outside. And that's outside. The wind to kick the pitch.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
Pulled down the line. This one hammered, but it's foul. The kick, the 3-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here for Pittsburgh, but they hold a 1-0 lead. We head to the bottom of the fifth. Now the Cubs catcher, Anthony Siegler. The wind and the pitch. And that's in the dirt. Movement in the bullpen. Colin Holderman loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. Chapman also getting ready. The pitch.
One ball, one strike.
Swings and misses. And that is strike two.
2 strikes.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
Well, he's just glad they got hit with an off-speed pitch there instead of a fastball. Man, that would have hurt a lot more if it had velocity.
First offering, and it just misses. Up the middle, makes a sliding stop, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, they made his pitch down in the zone. He got that ball on the ground. The double play he was looking for. Really good execution.
So the lineup flips over. Dansby Swanson stands in. On the ground right side. And that one finds its way through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Up for the third time here. Watches that one miss.
Ball one, no strike.
Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Contreras over to first. Swanson dives back in safely. The pitch.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
On the ground out to short. They get the force. And that is the third out of the inning. Cubs leave one. They still trail 1-0. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Keegan Thompson.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, one-run game, and now the first baseman, C.J. Cron. And here it comes. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. And a pitch. And that one hit to first. And that should be extra bases. And that rolls into the corner. Around first, heading for two. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Even though he was really late on it, he clearly barreled the ball because that one was ripped down the line. He had to be really short with that swing and not get beat by that pitch.
And here's the catcher, Henry Davis. Ball one, no strikes. Squirts away a little bit. Tag, save. He's into third of the wild pitch. Just missed. Movement in the Cubs bullpen. Mark Leiter Jr. up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Crone at third with nobody out. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
The batter, the
Stone Garrett getting ready to hit.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Liner, base hit. In comes the run from third. And they take a 2-run lead. Just kind of slice that one into center.
Well done. Drives in the run. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's the third baseman. Misses outside. 1-0. The pitch. And a foul ball. First and second, no outs. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Got the bat going too soon and strike 2. Ground ball could be 2. Over to second for 1. How about that double play?
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
So now a pinch hitter for the pitcher, Jake Fraley, looking for a 2-out hit to bring home the runner from third. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Ripped, but it curls foul. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Got him. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Colin Holderman.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. And a pitch. And a good eye there. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. James Karinchak loosening up in case he's called upon by Derek Shelton. And a pitch.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Here's a 1-1. That clips the corner. And misses inside. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Christopher Morel, the next Cub to hit. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Wouldn't chase that time. One down, base is empty.
Nope.
And that's off
inside.
the inside edge. And it's 2-0. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
The Cubbies down by a pair here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Alcantara stands in now and watches strike 1. In the air right field. McCutchen has it sized up. Makes the catch. And that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We're through 6 full. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. And now Shepard.
Number 47.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Ripped on a line to center. Crow Armstrong makes the grab, run away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
At the plate, Andrew McCutchen. Pitches in the dirt, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away here in the top half of inning number 7. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even 1-1. Righty to the plate.
Ball
Just
inside.
off the inside edge. And they'll do it again. Comes the 2-2.
I got 3-2.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the three-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 2. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit.
Brian Reynolds.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And another ball.
When you get to this part of the order, yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
The count 2-1.
Ball.
And there's a ball. (3-1) and he couldn't come up with it.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. The game plan that he's sticking to, he's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
And the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. Out there to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. And that is that. Pirates lead 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And we're back. Austin Slater stands in.
All these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
Holderman back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Here comes a pitch. Fights it off. You'll see another. At the belt and fires. And that skips in the dirt. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Right-handed reliever on the ground. Shepard. And that quickly 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Anthony.
Here's the catcher, Anthony Siegler. just off the outside edge. And that's ball one. Swing and a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. It's a double.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Greg Counsell going with a pinch hitter here. Cody Bellinger.
He's got a little pop in his back, Lou. Don't sleep on him. He's hit some home runs in the past.
Ball one low.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Tying run at the plate. And a count 1-2. And he deals. Struck him out looking.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Mark Leiter Jr.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, C.J. Cron.
The first baseman, C.J. Cron.
The pitch. And that's in there at the knees. Leiter in his 6th season. He features a splitter, a sinker, a cutter, a curve, and he works in a four-seamer. Line drive, caught.
He put a really good swing on that pitch and hit the ball hard. You know, line drives won't always find a hole, but the more you can hit the ball like that with good exit velo, the better off you're going to be in the long run.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Henry Davis. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1. The Cubs bullpen with some action. Yency Almonte up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike two. Fly ball to right. Alcantara drifts towards it, brings it in, and there's two away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
And now the center fielder, Stone Garrett. And first offering is fouled off. To the right side, and it's through for a hit, and that extends the inning.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Now it's going to be number 19. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. So one left for Pittsburgh. They're up 2-0. And now a meeting near home plate, so it looks like we're going to have a double switch here. David Bednar on the pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup with the double switch here. Ke'Bryan Hayes, he'll move into the 9th spot in the lineup.
Now playing third base and batting 9th, number 13.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Dansby Swanson. 1 for 3. The pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Chopped left side. Hayes to first, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
And next for the Cubs, Ian Happ, the Happ Daddy.
Oh, that's foul.
Kicks and fires. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. The Cubs trailing by 2 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Not close with that one. Now 1 and 2. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Corner stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Wouldn't chase that time.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
And the pitch just missed. Christopher Morel waiting to hit for the Cubs. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. And it's ball 4. He missed down low.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Christopher Morel. A strikeout and a walk. That one hit the knees for a strike.
There was a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
There's a swing and a miss.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Swings and misses, struck him out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. Through 8 full, it's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Now batting Ke'Bryan Hayes. His righty-lefty splits there.
Ke'Bryan Hayes.
Leiter back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And a foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Shepard stands in here, takes ball one low. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, one away here at the top of the ninth. This one in the air. Under it. And there's two down.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 4, 2 ground outs, a fly out, and a strikeout. First pitch misses.
Counts 1-0.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. And it's even up. Two outs. And that's down and away. The line to kick the pitch. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Sizes this one up. And that is that. So they go quietly there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the ninth. It's the Pirates 2 and the Cubs nothing. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Dauri Moreta.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
So up now for Chicago, Kevin Alcantara.
The right fielder, Kevin Alcantara.
The pitch. And that one upstairs. Fastball for a strike. Up the middle, sneaks through, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
Austin Slater, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. Check on the runner, and he's back in easily. The tying run at the plate. Way out front for strike 2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Now a chance for Pete Crow Armstrong. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Tying run at the plate. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
0-2.
And that one in the air center field. Sizing this one up. And there are 2 outs.
Now, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me out. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
So they're down to their final out. Anthony Siegler, the next Cub to hit. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Swings through that one.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
They're down to their final strike.
Ahead 0-2 in the count. Sure, you've got 4 pitches you can work with, but throw something you can command and get this at bat over with as quickly as possible.
This could end it. Hit to second, and this should do it. That's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Here now is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error. They left 9 runners on base. For the Cubs, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 32 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.